Welcome to NRAD.
We're focusing on our great people. Today it's
Meagan in accounting. Introduce that young man next to you.
I'd be happy to. This is my son, Luca. He is with me when he is not in physical school. His school just started back with in-person classes, so he's been remote since spring break last year, and really glad I work for a company that lets me work remote or bring him into the office with me. So he is with me, and he's practically the accounting mascot at this point.
Well, maybe he's learning some accounting and we can put him to work soon.
Oh, good. You can start processing invoices for me.
That was a quick exit.
Very much so.
I'm curious, how do you feel about kids going back to school?
I think he and I have both been tempted to throw the laptop through a window on multiple occasions. There's been tears on multiple occasions on both our parts. It's not ideal. His teacher would rather be in class. Every teacher I know would rather be in class. Every administrator wishes this was a normal year.
Yeah.
I'm glad I don't have to make the tough decisions. And I'm glad that I have the flexibility to bring him with me or be remote, which is really nice.
Yeah.
Because it's just him and I a lot of the time.
But, from our perspective, Meagan, those kind of decisions are so easy because when you have people like yourself who are so responsible, I don't care if you bring your child or your child and your dog and a rabbit and whatever else, as long as we get the job done, who cares?
Right.
So can you tell us a little bit about what got you to the company, to Nolan, and what's keeping you here?
I started looking for a job. I really wanted to find an established company with a good reputation that did good business, not just because these are the rules that you're supposed to apply, but because of course we would do it that way. I wanted someone where it wasn't a question whether or not they were going to do right by their employees or by the vendors, their residents, their customers, however you want to say it. So I was looking for a long-term position. Like, I wanted to find a home. I wanted to find a company that I would be happy to work for a long time. And just happened to run across an ad for Nolan.
And you've been with us for how long now?
A little bit over a year, so like a year and 3 months.
Yeah. And you are a chef by
grade. I went to school to be a chef, yeah.
And where did you go to school to become a chef?
So here in Kansas City, there's Johnson County Community College, and they've got a top-ranked program. And I was a chef's apprentice, put myself through college, worked in fine dining restaurants here in town. Pretty much only worked in restaurants until I had my son, who's now 8.5.
Some people would suggest that a typical chef personality traits would not necessarily translate into accounting. Is that a fair statement?
So multitasking is a big thing in both.
Yeah.
Being able to withstand the pressure of a really busy day, shift, dinner service translates to month end. We've got to get all this stuff in. It translates to we've got to stay on this budget. So there's some carryover, but if you get me too riled up and I'm outside of work, I do tend to revert back to my kitchen girl language and get a bit more fiery. So
Going
it's
nice
not HR
and
approved.
That's funny. And what is what one part of the job that you like the most?
I like getting things done. I like being productive. I like taking care of things. in solving problems. And that's something that kind of happened with restaurants. Like, it wasn't, let's find out where the breakdown is first. It was always, let's take care of the customer first. Let's take care of the issue. Let's fix what needs to be fixed right away. And then we'll come back and we'll find out what went wrong.
Yeah.
Or, you know, how we could have done it better the next time. But fixing things has always been, like, fixing an issue has always been, like, core of satisfaction level for me.
Well, Meagan, you're a keeper, and I hope we're a keeper for you.
Very much.
And thank you so much for the interview. You're very cool. We look forward to post-COVID. So, but you know, who knows what the new normal is going to look like?
No idea, but I'm going to be excited to see it roll out.